Good morning, my name's Jonathan from Mental Help. Today, I'm going to talk a little bit about something that I've been thinking about, which always helps. I'm going to talk about what makes people truly happy and content. You may play the violin or a musical instrument because you enjoy it, because you're passionate, because it's just something you really, really want to do and you are driven to do it. That's called an intrinsic reason for doing it. The extrinsic reason for doing something is when you're under pressure, when you want to look good, when you want to feel good, when you want people to, admire what you've done, and or you're under pressure to impress your parents or people in work. And those are the two different reasons that we do things. And those two reasons are very important. The more you strive for extrinsic reasons to do things, the more you are starving your intrinsic part of you, the more you're likely to become depressed. Now, if we take a look at the world and the media and advertising in particular, we'll notice we're now mainly driven by this junk culture of getting something because it feels good, achieving a better position because other people think we're great, getting the latest phone because, it's cool, the latest Nike trainers. And it really is affecting people. It's not hard to look into your life and to see that, I see that advert for the new iPhone. But when you actually get that phone, that latest top of the range, gadget, it doesn't actually make any difference to your life. You're not able to do anything really that you couldn't necessarily do with the other one. It's just giving you this false feeling of, I've got an item that's meant to make me happy. And this brings me back to my recent experience with TikTok. And if you think about your experience or people's experience on those sites, it's fairly hollow, it's fairly meaningless. You're driven by likes and followers, and you're doing things because you want to be accepted, because you want to be liked, because you somehow think that you're going to feel better if you do that. New Year's Eve, this firework display, thousands of people watching this multi-million-pound display of fireworks going off, and they're all standing there with their phone in front of their face, looking into a lens that big and watching it to make sure they're recording it right. So, one, that's pointless. That takes the enjoyment out of it. Two, what's the reason for it? It's everywhere. There's going to be millions of videos online, and they're probably much better than the ones you've taken. So why do it? It's because people generally want to show their friends or say, this is where I've been, or they want to put it on their Instagram, their Facebook, look, this is what I was doing, what I was watching, and it's creating this envy culture. We are videoing, we're journaling, we're monitoring, we're broadcasting. We're all a TV channel, aren't we? We're all our own TV channel, and some people have taken it too far. They actually think they're famous, and they think they're the star of their own TV program, telling people, what they've had for lunch, what they're going to buy next. No one's really interested because everybody's doing it. We're in a culture where we are inviting envy from our friends and people that we know because it's sort of almost like a like, isn't it? It's almost like a hit. It's almost like that's great. A little bit like when you're at school and you're, I used to get 2 or 3 out of 10, but someone comes along, if you've done bad in your homework and someone comes, hey, look, I got 9 out of 10. Well, you just want to punch them in the face, don't you, really? Anyway, let's move on. We are born into this institutionalized world where media and advertising realizes its own powerfulness. Let's try and put it a different way. When you are lying on your deathbed, are you seriously going to look back and think about all the phones you bought? You're not. Those aren't going to be the things that are intrinsic and make you feel valued and loved and happy and content. You're going to think about your mum, your dad, your family, a hug from a friend, helping someone, encouraging someone, doing something for free, giving someone some money, helping someone in some way. All these material things we've got and have and strive for aren't going to make us happy. They're actually doing the opposite. I mean, they did a research on these kids who wanted these new Nike trainers. Every kid wanted this new Nike trainer that was out, and they were driving their parents crazy. And when they got down to the crux of the matter, it wasn't because they felt good or because they were able to play sport better. None of them even wore them for sport because they didn't want to get them dirty. It wasn't for any of those reasons. It's because they wanted to be accepted. And they wanted to be accepted by every other kid who had those trainers. It's really, really clever because everyone's trying to get something and you get on that bandwagon of trying to get it and you all get it and then you don't feel any better once you've got it. You're looking at the next thing you need to fit in with the group. What would be better to do than striving to get the latest trainer or the latest this would be actually striving to do things that would make you happy. Striving to do things that would add value to your life and add colour to your character, putting something back out into the world. Anyway, thank you for watching my videos. By all means, subscribe and keep up to date with the latest video I'm doing. Anyway, thanks a lot. Have a nice day. God bless and good luck, if you need good luck.